Welcome back to the 2022 Brick Invitational Tournament here at West Edmonton Mall, although we should say this is basically the 2021 tournament just happening a year later, Conrad.
Correct. We're jumping in the DeLorean, going back in time, but it certainly means something extra to these kids. I've been talking to a couple of them as they walk down the tunnel getting towards the ice, and they're all super happy to be here. Especially, it doesn't matter that we're a year late, it just matters that they're here.
Absolutely. Mike Gould here alongside Conrad Krausert on ASTV, and we're excited to be bringing you this next game between the Western Selects and the North Stars from Minnesota, and should be an excellent one.
Yeah, wearing the traditional jersey of the North Stars, that classic white and green jersey. A little difference in the logo, but you know, got to differentiate yourself somehow, correct?
Absolutely. So we'll get underway here in a moment. We had a bit of a delay after our first game, a thrilling victory by the Toronto Bulldogs over the Connecticut Junior Rangers off a last-second goal by Toronto, and had a bit of a delay after that. We had a bit of an issue with the Zamboni, and so we'll be ready for you to bring you the game between these two teams in just a few moments. And Conrad, what are you most excited for as we continue on day one of this tournament?
Honestly, I'm really just excited to see the level of hockey improve, because a lot of these players haven't played together a long time, some of them coming from separate teams. You know, as they get used to each other, as this 4-day tournament goes on, 5-day, correction, they'll get more familiar with each other and the level will just keep on going up.
Absolutely, and we will be ready to bring you all the action, 3 periods between the Selects and Minnesota, when we begin play here at the West Edmonton Mall rink in just a few moments.
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
And we are back here on ASTV. Mike Gould along with Conrad Krausert as we get ready to watch this game between the Western Selects and the Minnesota Blades here at the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Tournament at West Edmonton Mall. The Selects wearing uniforms of exclusively red, pretty much, just red from head to toe with the exception of their black helmets and black skates, going from right to left on your screens. And Minnesota wearing suitably Minnesota-like jerseys of white, green, and yellow, going from left to right.
It's almost, the Selects jersey almost reminds me of the World Cup jerseys.
Yeah.
Where it was almost exactly down to the logo.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're so excited to be bringing you this game live from the very center of West Edmonton Mall, a unique hockey tournament as ever in this world. And my goodness, it's just a beautiful location for all this hockey action. The sun is no longer shining directly in our eyes, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, just a beautiful venue.
And I don't know if you heard me, Mike. I was talking with the goaltender for Toronto Bulldogs, and he was saying it's actually kind of hard to track the puck, especially when you're on our right-hand side here in the select zone, because there is an Aritza store on the other side of the ice that has an all-black storefront.
Ha.
So you lose the puck in the Aritza store.
Oh man, well that's something you don't hear every day.
No.
I lost the puck at Aritzia.
Yeah, it's quite a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
And they've even said the locker rooms that are down underneath our ice surface here are a little bit different than what they're used to.
Of course.
It's certainly a unique tournament, and I'm using unique in the nicest sense of the word.
Of course. It's a legendary tournament. We're here in the 33rd year, 2022, for the first time since 2019, when the Connecticut Junior Rangers won the tournament. We're back here in Edmonton doing 2 tournaments at once, and what a thrill it is to be doing this on ASTV.
And remember, this is the 2021 tournament in 2022. It's going to take a little bit for us to get used to saying that here in this first of the 2 back-to-back tournaments.
Absolutely. Well, we are just about finished warm-ups here, just 28 seconds remaining on the clock. And after that, we'll have national anthems, and we will get you your starting goaltenders for both teams in this game.
Because we got bait and switched in the last one. So
we did a little bit.
Hopefully we can at least go 50% on the starting goaltenders.
Couple goaltenders out there for both teams, and we'll see both of them for Team Red. A little bit of the smaller variety. The Selects with Michael Zavalita and Aiden Jones, they're 2 goaltenders on the ice. And for Minnesota, it's Blake Pickens and Owen Ryan. So we'll see which goaltender for both teams has been selected to begin this game in just a few moments. We are live here on ASTV at the Brick Invitational Tournament here in West Edmonton Mall. Mike Gould here along with Conrad Krausert on ASTV. And Conrad, it's the Western Select against the Minnesota Blades coming right up.
For sure, and I'm just going to make a note here. Both of these teams have chosen to wear either those eye black strips or the eye black paint.
We saw that in the last game as well.
Some of them did, not all of them, but it seems like every player is preparing for the glare that comes from having a great glass dome over this beautiful ice surface here at West Edmonton Mall. Seems like we're all preparing for the sun, even though it's supposed to be a cloudy, rainy day here in Edmonton. Doesn't seem to be so. So we're getting quite a little bit of glare, so the players seem to be ready.
Well, not every day that you get the opportunity to play a game just outside an Urban Outfitters, but today that will be the opportunity for the Western Select and the Minnesota Blades here on day one of the 33rd annual Brick Invitational Tournament. So glad to have you with us here on ASTV on this Wednesday morning as both teams getting ready for the opening puck drop here at West Ed.
As you called it on Twitter, the eighth wonder of the world, formerly the largest mall in the world, has been overtaken by the Mall of America. But certainly a beautiful facility here. And the history of this tournament just makes it all that much better.
And we've got one starting goaltender to tell you about. It'll be Aiden Jones wearing number 74 for the Western Select. And at the other end of the ice for Minnesota, it will be Owen Ryan wearing number 39 between the pipes in white, green, and gold.
Quite a contrast in heights between these two goaltenders. One of the taller goaltenders for Minnesota. And I got to say, I think we're going to give out the award early for the shortest goaltending tandem to the Select.
Yeah, the Select goaltenders are both quite short, but surely they make up for it with their puck-stopping abilities as we are underway in this one. The Select controlling the puck off the first face-off.
And a unique tape job here for number 15, Barrio, rocking the yellow tape.
Minnesota, it's Stouse up top. A long shot is blocked en route by the Selects, and on it now is Gabriel down the left side. You were just talking about him.
Yeah, certainly easy for his family members to tell him apart when you're watching through your screen.
And now the puck is loose inside the Minnesota zone. The Selects come away with it. And it comes up top. It's Hoft. Gets over to the left side for Beldy. Sends it toward the goal where it's covered up and held on to by Owen Ryan for a face-off inside the Minnesota zone. Less than a minute gone in this opening frame.
We've seen the ice kind of get tilted to your screen left early in both of these games. I don't know. We've got a laser leveling system behind us, but I wonder if it's if the ice is a little tilted or if it's just my imagination.
Now look out, a turnover inside the Minnesota zone. And the Select jamming away at the puck. Now it's directed into the near corner, and Minnesota gets it out to center. It's Schmidt down the left side. Schmidt fires, and a glove save made there by Jones. We were talking about his height off the top, but he's on top of that puck there, making a nice glove save, his first touch of the game.
A little bit of pushing and shoving out in front of the net. Definitely more physicality than we saw in the first game. Face off one here by Minnesota.
And a long drive there by Minnesota into the near side corner where it's taken over by the Select. And here comes Duncan at center ice. Duncan wearing a rare number for a hockey player, number 0. A single 0 on the back of his uniform. That practice is actually outlawed in the National Hockey League.
Yeah, it's sometimes I've seen it be worn jokingly by the E-Bug, but
now a long shot there is gloved by Ryan. Holds on for a face-off. Selects skating after the puck down there is Beldy. Gets it up ahead. It's taken there by Gabriel, who carries it down the left side. Leaves it for Fox. Fox stops up. Now it bounces to the point where it's kept in by Trost. Now it's Fox again. Fox down low. Return feed. Just out of the reach of Fox there. Now Minnesota gets it up to center, and skating after it there is Joey Stewart. Stewart angled off the puck nicely by Max Hoft, who has it now. Hoft being hassled down low. Rims it around, and now it's taken over by Trost. Trost finds Gabriel with the puck, making some moves. Cuts to the outside. Gabriel Has it just inside the offensive zone. Long shot there is deflected down by Minnesota. Now it's sent on goal by Fox, and it's covered up by Owen Ryan.
Fox, one of the new big names in hockey. Obviously,
With Adam Fox, of course.
Former Norris Trophy winner.
Now the face-off coming up inside the Minnesota zone, and Zhang is set to take it for the Selects. Zhang wins it cleanly back to Dan. Dan goes D-to-D, but it's picked off. And here comes Minnesota with speed. It's Nash all alone. Nash on goal, and he's hooked from behind. Oh, that could be a penalty shot. We'll see. It's touched up. And no, they're going to call it a hooking penalty. That looked like a clear-cut breakaway to me, but nevertheless, the call is made, and Minnesota will go on the power play for 2 minutes.
Yeah, it even looks like Minnesota's players are confused as to why it's not a penalty shot.
If that's not a penalty shot, I'm not sure what is. That's just ultimately.
Yeah, it was.
And I think some of the fans over on the Minnesota side are saying some similar things, but nevertheless, the puck has been dropped, and Minnesota has the power play here with 7:36 to play in this first period.
That barely caromed off the quarter boards there.
Almost went out of play. Minnesota back on the puck in their own end, and it comes over to the near side for Landon Burke. Reverse down low for Walter, and now back up for Burke. Burke tries to advance it forward. He's cut off there by Zhang. Now it's Duncan on it. Up top for Dan. Dan sends it down low, and now Duncan after it. Taken over by Minnesota. Rhett Walter with the puck. Long, flowing blonde hair. Leaves it for his defenseman, but didn't cross the blue line, so they'll have to retreat at center. Now it's Burke on the puck. Burke tries to push it forward. It does so. It finds Nash. Nash through the middle, picked off there by Duncan. He sends it in and goes off for a line change here with already 50 seconds gone in this power play. Here comes Minnesota. Making moves is Staus. Staus has the puck, carries it across the blue line, down the left side. Staus still with it. Now rims it around in the direction of William Stinson. Stinson spins inside the blue line, banks it off the boards where it's picked up there by Wakefield, but he loses control of it. And now a battle forms in the near corner. Stinson for Wakefield goes by him, and the Selects cleared out to center ice.
Wakefield wearing Edmonton's favorite number, number 97.
Absolutely. And Wakefield has it now. Wakefield down the right side. At the right face-off circle now. Wakefield gets past one defender, and now muscles his way past another. Comes up top where it's kept in. Long shot there. Kicked aside by Jones. Just 18 seconds to play in this man advantage, and the Selects get it back into Minnesota territory. Minnesota back on it first, and it's poked forward there by Nolan Steele. Steele makes a nice move. Here comes Nolan Steele into the O-zone. Another nice move. Steele shoots, and a save made there by Jones.
Jones barely gets the pad to that one.
Now it's Campa up top. Campa fires, and a block there by Lee. Comes out in front, and there's another save made there by Jones. Now here comes Aaron Lee with the puck at center ice. Lee down the right side has Forbes with him. Lee shoots, and it's swallowed up there by the goaltender Ryan for a face-off inside the Minnesota zone. 5:19 play in the first period, and we're back to five-a-side hockey.
You know what? I think I actually have a better comparison for Ryan. Roman Turek.
Oh, man, really throwing it back for that one.
Going back in the day, but he is definitely at this age group considered a taller goaltender and is just swallowing things up as they come towards him.
Face-off inside the Minnesota zone coming up, and lining up to take it there is Truman Forbes, rather. Now it's taken over by Minnesota down low in their own end, and on it right now is Walter. Rhett Walter passes it through the middle. That was dangerous as Aaron Lee was right there. Went past him, though, and out to center ice, and now into the select zone. Now that pass missed its target, goes all the way into Minnesota territory. Not quite hard enough for icing. And onto there is Moulton.
You're already seeing a lot of snow building up in the corners here.
Absolutely, and now Stewart making moves. Has it poked off his stick by Stefan Beldy. Now it's sent down low. Here's a chance for Minnesota. Sharp angle shot, they score! Owen Moulton puts Minnesota on top 1-0 with 4:39 to play in the first period.
You almost wonder if Aiden Jones was anticipating the cross-ice pass, as he did have an option to go across crease, but elects to take the shot himself. And
Moulton beats him from a sharp angle, puts Minnesota up 1-0 here late in this opening frame on their 7th shot against Jones.
Yeah, lots of shots in this game so far, more than we saw in our early game of the day.
Now it's Trost on it at center ice, loses control to Wagner. Hands it off to his defenseman, Brock Stout, who gets it out to center ice, and now it's Dan on it for the Selects. Moulton indeed getting the credit for the goal, with Blake Schmidt getting the assist, as well as Rhett Walter. So Schmidt and Walter with the helpers on that first goal by Owen Moulton. Now the Selects looking to bring it right back, and after it down low is Springer. Springer in front, that pass picked off by Minnesota, and here they come. On the near side, it's Nash through center, and now it's picked up by Magner. Magner with the puck, making moves. Magner fires, and that one goes just high.
Not high by much.
Close call there for Jace Magner. Now on the near side, both teams battling for that loose puck. It's pressed up against the boards. And now a Minnesota player is dropped there by Fox. No call on the play. Minnesota's Magner has a sharp angle shot. Deflects through the crease. Gabriel up ahead. It's deflected up to center ice by the Select, and it's Trost after it. He has Fox through the middle. That pass was just behind him. Now Fox hands it off to Gabriel. Gabriel with it below the goal line. Hands it off back to Fox. Fox's pass goes off a skate, and here comes Minnesota. On it there is Dean with the puck. Braden Dean down the left side fires a shot that goes just wide. Now it's Jace Magner into the slot, knocked away by the Selects, and here they come through center. It's Gabriel down the left side. Gabriel into the middle. That pass hit the skate of Trost and went harmlessly by the wayside. And here comes Minnesota through center. Down the left side comes Stinson. Stops up, backhands it into the middle for Wakefield. Knocked away by the Select. And now it's rimmed up the near side towards Scott. Easton Scott with the puck. Pokes it forward. Wakefield takes it away, and now Minnesota has possession. On there is Campa. Campa sends it forward out of the reach of Stinson, and now it's O'Rourke on the puck. Goes D-to-D with Lee. Sends it ahead out of the reach of any of his teammates, and now it's Stouse with it for Minnesota. Stouse turns it over, and a chance there for Zhang, but the puck was out of his reach. And now the Selects will try to make something happen in the offensive end, although Minnesota takes over, and now it's Campa on it. Advances it for Stinson here with 2 minutes to play in this first period. Here comes Stinson down the left side. Into the middle for Wakefield. Shot there, goes just wide. Stinson tried to send it down low. Now Wakefield skates onto it. Sends it in the direction of Stinson, who's battling for it and pressed up against the corner boards. And the Selects take over. That pass over to the near side was out of the reach of Scott, but the Selects keep it alive. It's Duncan up top for Lee. Lee's shot deflects off a stick into the far side corner. Now it's Scott on it. Scott loses it, and Minnesota takes over. They'll try to clear, but it's the Select causing some problems down low. Finally, Minnesota finds it again, and it's Joey Stewart who sends it forward. Received cleanly by Schmidt. Schmidt sends it over to the far side and now dumps it in, although not deep. It deflected off the stick of O'Rourke. Now Schmidt has it again. It escapes the zone with 1:12 to play in this first period. Minnesota leading 1-0. Sure, they'd love to make it 2 by the end of this opening frame. Now it's Lee at center ice. Lee over to the far side where it's picked up cleanly by Yang. Yang's shot goes just wide, and now Minnesota takes over. Sent up the far side and taken there by Stewart. Stewart escapes the zone. It goes over to Moulton, who returns it to Stewart. Back to Moulton. The trailer. Here's a chance. A shot! And it deflects off the stick of the goaltender Jones and out of play.
What a nifty little three-way passing play. But you have to wonder, if someone just got a little bit greedy with the puck and took a shot a little bit earlier, if that doesn't have time to get knocked up into the spectators.
Maybe, yeah. The defenseman had the chance to get his stick in the way of that shooting lane and disrupt that chance for Minnesota, looking to go up 2-0 here. 42.1 seconds remaining in this first period. Face-off upcoming in the Select zone. Puck sent down low. After there for the Select is Stephen Beldy, who sends it all the way down the ice, and that will easily be hard enough for icing. So another face-off coming up inside Select territory with 31.7 seconds remaining in the first period.
Your shots are still somewhat even, only being 8-5 in favor of the Blades. But it almost feels like the Blades have had way more possession than that. Just hasn't ended up getting the shot to net.
Yeah, whereas the Selects have sort of been shooting from everywhere. And that's sort of been the difference so far. Now down the right side comes Trost. Trost making moves down the right side, but has it knocked off his stick. And here comes Minnesota now. Wheeling with speed comes Nash. Colton Nash to the middle, making moves, and as the puck knocked off his stick.
Easy to tell Nash apart by the blue gloves.
Yeah, they're very distinctive out there. 10 seconds to go in this first period. It's Campa. Sends it just wide. Off the carom. It's picked up there by Gabriel. Gabriel fires a pass that deflects off the skate of Trost, who was caught offside with just 1.3 seconds remaining in this opening period. The face-off will be in the neutral zone.
Yeah, coming all the way back for the quote-unquote intentional offside. I don't think you ever go intentionally offside, but that is...
In this case, I actually think it had to do with where the pass came from.
Correct.
And it came from just outside the blue line, so that's where the faceoff will be. Not much time. Fox wins the draw, but that will do it for our first period of this game at the 33rd annual Brick Invitational Tournament at West Edmonton Mall. After 12 minutes of play, it's the Minnesota Blades leading the Western Selects 1-0.
Yeah, and it hasn't been, honestly, it's been a back and forth game. But if I'm the Selects, I'm telling my forwards just take half a step to check up, because these passes have been into skates or just behind players. If they take a half stride slower, those are probably shots on net and high danger scoring chances. And then if you look for Minnesota, Minnesota just needs to fire these shots a little bit earlier. They're allowing the play to develop, and while it's great for you if you're in possession, it also allows the defense to develop sometimes. And you know, sometimes the shot on net is just that, it's a shot on net. And sometimes those bounce in, especially on a smaller Selects goaltender. Sometimes firing them just make them make the save.
Well, I'll tell you what, I had no problem with Aiden Jones' play in that first period. And I'm not suggesting that you have any problem with it either. I thought he was very sharp in net for the Selects in that one, allowing 1 goal on the 8 shots he faced. I think he's been very good so far, and we'll see how that continues as we go into the second period here. Mike Gould, along with Conrad Krausert, bringing you this game for the Brick Tournament on ASTV. And it looks like we're about to get set for the start of the second period right in front of us here at West Edmonton Mall.
Yeah, and as you see, we don't actually have a flood between the first and second period, so that snow buildup that we mentioned in the corners may play a little bit of havoc. Playing the carom into the corner might drop the puck dead, and it looks like they actually did manage to get that coffee stain off the off the ice.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, we had a fan drop a brand new mug of Tim Hortons coffee onto the ice in the what is now the select zone late in the second period of our first game of the day. That has been removed from the ice surface successfully, and so very clean ice surface ready for us to start this second period between the Western Selects and the Minnesota Blades here at West Edmonton Mall. 12 minutes on the clock, the puck has been dropped. Minnesota with the puck, looking to double its lead here in this second period. And it goes into the select zone, where back on it is Lee. Lee's pass, caroms off a skate, goes over to O'Rourke, who gets it out to Trost. Trost ahead, finds his man Fox down the right side. Cuts to the middle, Fox has the puck, bounce off a skate. And now it comes up top for O'Rourke. O'Rourke's long drive deflects wide off the stick of the goaltender Ryan. Now here comes Minnesota out to center, and it's Stinson on the puck, making moves. Stinson at the right face-off circle now, sends it below the goal line where it's gloved down by Wakefield. Wakefield tried to return it to Stinson, but it's picked off there by the Select. They can't clear on their first attempt, nor on their second. Here's a chance in front, and it deflects away from the Minnesota player, Dean, who had nobody between him and the goaltender. Close call there as the Blades try to make it a 2-0 game.
And the Selects none too happy with Dean taking a poke at their goaltender. He was surrounded by red jerseys. Oh, and he's going to get a penalty here for interference for giving the goaltender a poke after the play.
Okay, you know what I will say is I don't like that penalty. I don't like that penalty because here's what I have to say. You play until the whistle, but at the same time, I thought that was a very early whistle. And I thought Dean expected it, as I did as well, to be a little bit longer. And so he went in after that puck, and yet he gets called for it. So It's a tough call for Minnesota. They'll have to kill this penalty here. The Selects have been strong in the offensive zone when they've had possession. Long shot deflects just wide as that one came off the stick of Dan at first.
And off the stick of the defenseman.
That one was sure close. Now down low, it's the Selects in control. Over to the far side, Springer had his stick lifted. Now on it is Scott. Scott, sharp angle, save made by Ryan. Down low, it's Duncan with the puck. Gets it up top. On it there is Dan. Dan's long drive goes wide. On it again is Duncan. Duncan being pressed there by Brock Staus. And now the Selects on it. It's Scott in front. Dan shoots, deflects just wide. Close call there for Henry Dan. Dan gets it again. Quarterbacking this power play. Long shot there, deflected wide by Zhang. Zhang on it. Reverses it down low for Scott. Scott up top. Bounces off the side of the net. Zhang to Dan, facing the wrong way, and he carries the puck across the blue line. A tough break there for the Select. They have to tag up, and now that pass handcuffs Zhang a bit. Dan dumps it in. Selects go off for a line change here with 46 to play on this power play. Look out, stretch pass. Here comes Stinson all alone, fires, and a glove save made there by Jones. And now the player crashes into the net behind the Select's goaltender. Now he's back to his feet. That was William Stinson who took the shot. That was stopped by the goaltender, Jones. Then he went crashing into the net.
Just lost an edge. Obviously not too pleasant getting it right in the midsection, but
Certainly not.
we're lucky. We're using some fairly narrow or some shallow pegs. We're not using the drill ins that they use at higher levels, so net comes off pretty easy.
An excellent awareness play by Minnesota, finding Stinson behind the defense. He went in, took a pretty good shot, but I think you'll agree with me. An excellent save by Jones.
Oh, 100%.
Face-off won by Minnesota in the offensive zone. Long drive, oh, by Schneider. That one rainbowed toward the goal. Something you sometimes see at this level. Wow, that would have been something.
Yeah, and definitely Jones just gloving it down, almost like a center fielder, made sure that it didn't get past.
Now Trost leaves it up top. O'Rourke has it, hands it off. Now on it is Fox, a shot there, and knocked aside by the glove of Ryan.
Fox, certainly one of the taller players we've seen so far at this tournament.
Puck comes over to Fox on the near side. Fox, up top, O'Rourke, walks, fires, and that one goes just wide. Now it's Gabriel who has it off the carom. Up top, back to five-a-side hockey. Long shot there by O'Rourke, deflected off a skate. Now another long drive, blocked by Minnesota, but they can't get it out. Lee sends it down low. Now Fox after it in the near side corner. Minnesota takes it away, and on it now is Stewart. Again, can't clear. Lee tripped up, no call, and here comes Minnesota. Down the right side, it's Nash in front. There's a chance and a save made there by Jones to deny Owen Moulton. Now the other way, here comes Fox on a breakaway. Fox alone. Oh, he just sent it wide. He tried the Forsberg move. Now he scores. Fox on the second effort, and he makes it a 1-1 game here at the 2021 annual Brick Invitational Tournament.
That's tough luck on the goaltender. Stops the breakaway. Defense not back in time to clear the puck away from the front of the net. Fox there to bat it home after a long, long shift. Was out there through the whole, almost the whole power play shift too.
Absolutely, my goodness. What a play there by Charlie Fox. I can't believe that entire sequence there, and the Select are back in this one. It's a 1-1 game here in our 2021 competition here at the 2022 Brick Tournament. And if that's confusing to you, don't worry, it's confusing to us as well.
Oh, I've already screwed it up twice, so don't worry about it.
Now Minnesota caught on a delayed offside there, and the Select's Truman Forbes sends it all the way down the ice, so there will be a face-off inside the Select's defensive zone upcoming with 7:59 to play in this second period.
And reminder, with this being played under Alberta junior hockey rules, or Alberta minor hockey rules rather, they are allowed to make line changes on an icing, not the full rules that we were using at the AJHL, the junior hockey, or the NHL level.
Face-off upcoming inside the Select zone, and the Select win it. Sent up the far side, and Lee takes control. Here comes Lee. He sends it off the boards and gives chase. Minnesota cuts him off nicely, but here's a chance for the Select. Now another nice defensive play there. That one was by Brock Staus. Minnesota looking to bring it out, and they do. It's Magner on it. Chase, Magner cuts to the middle. Magner stops up. Nice move there. Magner couldn't quite find anybody, and it goes over to the Select. Stephen Beldy. Beldy now sends it out of play. Hope everybody's all right over there.
Yeah, it hit the small stanchion of boards and bounced back in.
Well, you know what? I think it might have caught somebody in the head.
Oh.
There is somebody over there. I think it might be a child. Oh,
Ooh,
no.
Yeah, that's not good.
That is not what you want to see.
I thought it caught the boards.
No, that one went right off a spectator, and they seem to be in some distress over there. Hope everybody's all right. Hope we can get somebody over there from the tournament to make sure the first aid protocols are followed, as that's not a good sight. Hope to see that fan back in attendance here soon, as that's not what you want to see. Now a save made there by Jones. Have a chance for Minnesota in the offensive zone off that last faceoff. Oh, man. Yeah, the kid in question is being escorted by a man, I presume his father, and hopefully we'll find some
first aid.
Some first aid, and it's just one of the dangers of having all the fans so close to the ice surface, and it's
and
one
the netting behind the fans too.
And one of the dangers of having us here, but hey, we're having fun. Now they score!
That was Duncan.
Brando Duncan off a great cross-face feed deflects it home to make it a 2-1 lead for the Western Selects. Call it 0-0 for Brandon Duncan, and he has the Selects their first lead of this game.
Both of the goals, though, have been off lateral plays. Maybe a little bit of a weakness here has been spotted.
Look out! Here's a chance for Minnesota right back the other way! And it's covered up by Jones, as that was Moulton who had a breakaway right off the face-off. Came oh so close to making it a 2-2 hockey game.
And a smart play from Jones to sweep that back pad towards the corner, make sure it was frozen under him, and he wasn't pushed back into the net.
Well, he wears number 74. That might be his height in reverse, 4'7", but he's playing like he's 7'4".
Truly is.
Face off won by Minnesota. Long shot there is blocked by O'Rourke, and the Selects will try to clear. They can't. Kept in by Minnesota, sent down low, just out of the reach there of Stewart. Now the puck sent out to center ice. Look out. Here's a chance for Trost. Trost fires a shot, and a save made there by Ryan. I think Trost didn't know how much room he had in front of him.
Yeah, or didn't know that the trailer wasn't close behind him.
Now Trost dumps it in. Back on it is Minnesota. Reverse down low. Now it's sent up the near side and taken there by Fox. Loses control for Schmidt. Schmidt passes it up ahead to Owen Moulton down the right side. Moulton neatly defended there by Lee, and it's out to center ice now. Lee up ahead and turned back by Schmidt, and now it's Trost on the puck. Makes a nice move. He's got numbers. Trost passes it in front. Oh, and it's one time just wide by Gabriel.
The same play, trying to get lateral.
Now Gabriel on it. Up top, looks for O'Rourke. Deflected away, but kept alive for a moment by the Select. Now Minnesota brings it out to center, and it's Moulton again down the right side. Leaves it for Schmidt. Schmidt back to Moulton. Moulton has Stewart driving in front, and that pass deflects off the side of the net.
It was Moulton who opened the scoring for Minnesota, was it not?
It absolutely was. And now on it for the Select is Kate O'Rourke. Gets it up the near side. Bit of a collision there, and Minnesota takes over. Sent up the near side. On it there now is Rhett Walter. Kept in, though, by the Select. It's O'Rourke. Fires. That one goes just wide. Off the carom. Forbes after it for the Select. It's sent down low, and now Gabriel after it. Gabriel battled there by Campa. And now on it for Minnesota is Stinson. Here comes William Stinson down the left side. Passes it in front, and that one bounced over the stick of Colton Nash. Now Nash sends it in front, and O'Rourke picks it off for the Select. Gets it in for Lee. Lee tried to send it to the middle. Picked off there by Minnesota. And here comes Nash back the other way. Nash at the left face-off circle. Fires a shot. Glove save made the rebound. They score! William Stenson finds the loose puck and sends it past Aiden Jones to make it a 2-2 hockey game.
After a mountain of shots, one finally finds its way past. And it has been a one-sided shot total, 15 shots on net for Minnesota. And that has to be said, a very athletic goaltender down the end for the Selects, but hard to get lateral when you're not the tallest goaltender.
Yeah, and it's not the rebound you necessarily want to be giving up
Oh,
on a
for
shot
sure.
from a sharp angle like that. But nevertheless, Minnesota able to cash in, and this excellent hockey game continues. It's 2-2.
And that's the second sharp angle goal.
Yeah.
So while the Selects goals have looked remarkably similar, also same can be said for the Minnesota goals.
Now here comes Duncan. Duncan down the right side. Duncan in front. Here's that chance. Oh, it's just deflected wide there by Zhang. Scott comes in to help out. His pass toward Zhang, picked off by Minnesota, sent out to center, and Schmidt sends it forward. Delayed penalty on the play. It's going to go against the Selects, and they touch up. So with 4:06 to play in this second period, there will be a 5-on-4 advantage upcoming for Minnesota.
Yeah, we do have to remember that at this age group, it is a non-contact tournament. So it is going to be an interference call to number 43.
That would be Stephen Beldy.
Yeah, I thought it was Beldy on first look, but yeah, it's almost an unnecessary penalty in the neutral zone.
Yeah. Stinson loses the draw for Minnesota, and the Selects look to clear. They can't, though. It's kept in by Walter. Walter sends it down low, and picking it up there is Stinson. Stinson being hassled, sends it for Magner. Magner on the puck. Sharp angle, stops up. Magner into the middle. That pass was out of the reach of Nash. Now it's Stinson on it. Backhands it down for Nash, but it hops over his stick, and now in after it is Magner. Helped out by Nash. Puck is caught underneath the equipment of Aaron Lee below the goal line. Now Minnesota takes over. Comes up high for Kampa, up the near side. Kampa's DDD pass comes out of the zone, though, and Minnesota's caught offside. Well, look out, malfunction there for the Select. Kept alive by Magner. Shot there, goes just wide. Stinson sends it down low. Now O'Rourke is on it. Rimmed up the far side, and now it's sent out to center by the Select. On it there is Fox. Here's Charlie Fox. Sharp angle shot is knocked aside there by Ryan. And now on it is Nash. Nash down the left side for Minnesota. Here he comes. Nash drops it, and it's taken away by the Selects. They send it out to center, and now a race for the puck. After it there, and first to it for Minnesota is Schneider. Ryland Schneider with it at center ice. Schneider crossed the blue line. Schneider making moves at the left face-off circle now. Sharp angle shot off the goalpost.
Could hear that one ring from here.
Close call there for Minnesota. Now at the left point, they keep it alive. That pass is just out of the reach there of Burke. And now the Select send it all the way down the ice. Stouse back on it. Sends it ahead for Steele, who hands it off to Landon Burke, who crosses the blue line. Burke drops it for Steele. Passes it in front and out of the reach of Jackson Wakefield. Wakefield has it now. Hands it off for Burke. Burke battling for it down low, and now the Selects take over. Now Burke steals it right back. Burke in front. There's a chance. Sent just wide by Minnesota. Back to 5 aside. They score! Burke! It's 3-2.
Unfortunately, it does tip off the stick of one of the Selects defenders. I believe the last person to touch it will actually be Henry Dan. Their power play quarterback unfortunately bounces it back into his own net.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the officials give the credit to another player for Minnesota, but it was definitely Landon Burke, and it deflected in front. So we'll see. They might have given it to the forward at the side of the net, who was waiting for that pass, but he was quick. He pointed at Burke after it went in.
For
and
sure.
That was the guy who got the Minnesota Blades on top by one here late in this second period. Here comes Stinson looking for more. Drops it back. Shot from a sharp angle, though. Just trickles on goal where Aiden Jones jumps on top of it.
Landon Burke wearing that number 87, so popular because of Sidney Crosby.
Of course. Now Stinson lining up to take the draw here for Minnesota. Stinson wins it cleanly, comes up top. Shot there, deflected just wide by Jace Magner. Magner stops up, and here's the official announcement.
They're giving it to Steele.
Indeed, they do give it to Steele. It was at the side of the net, but we're not sure if it got to him in time. But nevertheless, it's Steele who gets credit. And now down the right side comes Stinson. Stinson up top. That one's directed just wide. Stinson now returns it for Staus. Staus' shot from a sharp angle goes just wide.
I think I saw a tip between the legs attempt, and I think that was Braden Dean trying to do that.
Dean on it now. Last minute of play in this period. Dean's shot goes just wide, and now it's Lee after the puck. Kept in by Minnesota, and now it's directed just outside the zone by the Selects. Minnesota on it again, and now it's Staus with it. Here comes Staus down the left side. Staus hands it off. Magner on it. Magner has numbers. Magner in front. Here's a chance, and a great save made by Aiden Jones, who comes across and keeps it out with his blocker. Athletic stuff there by number 74 in red.
That's a way to make up for the height differential. Making sure you push off and get there as quick as you can.
Well, that's the stuff you like to see from your goaltender, and just a tremendous save made there by the Selects, number 74, Aiden Jones. Now it's Welter on the puck for Minnesota. Gets it up to the point, not out. Kept in by the Selects. Can they capitalize off that last big save? Comes out in front, deflected just wide. Close call there for the Selects. 13 seconds to play. Maybe time for one last chance here. As down the left side comes Schmidt. Here comes Schmidt after the puck. Cause a man out in front. Shot stopped there by Jones. And with 3 seconds left, that should do it for the middle period.
And we do now have a longer intermission here, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we'll get this flood going quicker than we did in game one.
And already the doors are open. Nolan Steele, the go-ahead goal scorer for Minnesota late in this second period. It's 3-2 here at the West Edmonton Mall Arena. Mike Gould here with Conrad Krauser on ASTV. We'll take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back with you in just a
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Got a couple of highlights queued up here for you. Oh, and it looks like we had a little bit of a switch, but that was our highlight of our opening goal. That was scored by number 11, Owen Moulton. Let's see if I can drag that one back for you, and I'll see if I can walk you through it. Isn't technology wonderful, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, it was a quick, short goal from the short side. Lost a little bit in the Kramer transition there, but that's all right. And then I'll take you to the second goal. You get to see me scroll through our wonderful website that you're watching all of this through. So this is a great save from the selects. We've had a couple great select saves in this game. Oh yeah, this is the one right off the face-off after the tying goal. Right off the face-off, right in, saved, and then had the awareness to sweep that left hand or that right pad back to make sure that puck did not trickle across the goal line. Now we'll go to the second selects goal. Coming right off the face-off. A little bit of a turnover behind the net. Or no, rather, oh, I'm mixing up our goals here today, ladies and gentlemen. Off the rush, gets the pass over to Brando Duncan. Duncan slips it past Ryan to put the selects up, but that lead was not long lasting. This is going to be Minnesota's second goal coming up. Coming in, and another, once again, short side, short angle, off the turnover. Wheeling his way in, the initial shot off the glove, nice rebound, pumped into the back of the net. Now we stand Minnesota 3, Selects 2. We'll be back shortly after this ad, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy, your world-class academic and hockey training facility created to maximize each student's athletic and academic potential. Blackjack Stewart Arena, home of the Buffalo, is inside the 46,000 square foot complex, as well as a curling rink and other facilities. The students have a unique combination of successful, well-rounded education at Pilot Mountain Collegiate Institute and the professional hockey training in an encouraging community. The years of experience of on-ice coaching propel our students to the next level, both mentally and physically, in a professional environment.
And we're back here at West Edmonton Mall. My name's Connor Krauser, joined by your play-by-play guy, Mike Gould. Oh my goodness, that was another tongue twister for me this morning.
Hey, what are you going to do? We're happy to be here at West Edmonton Mall, where we're anxiously awaiting the third period of action between these two teams. It's just been a fantastic game between Minnesota and the Selects.
Yeah, back and forth between the Blades and the Selects, as they're just about to take the ice once again. I think we do have to point out both goaltenders have been playing really well, and the score doesn't necessarily indicate that.
Yeah, absolutely. The shots on goal favoring Minnesota 19-11 in this one. And Aiden Young, I mean, my goodness, what more can you say?
Two big lateral saves, and just unfortunately has a 3 slip pass, a couple short angle shots from both teams have found their way across the goal line. But you know, it's been good hockey so far.
Well, the Zamboni is off the ice, so hopefully that means that we will get back underway for the third period. It'll be 15 minutes of action as opposed to the typical 12 minutes of the first two periods.
You think they just do like 13, 13, 13, but you know.
Yeah, what are you going to do? And here they come back onto the ice surface. We are ready to get back underway here at West Edmonton Mall. Let's throw it back onto the ice surface where we can see all of these players coming back in front of us. What a scene in this beautiful, beautiful arena in West Edmonton Mall.
So, yeah, and it hasn't so far seemed like the glass above the ice surface has affected the ice at all. And just so you do know, we apparently do have two number 16s out on the ice for Minnesota. So we will...
Yeah, I see that now. I see a pair of Campas out there. We've been told that the smaller one out there is actually Luca Macchi.
No, the taller one is Luca Macchi.
The taller one is Luca Macchi. Okay, there we go. We figured that out. The taller number 16 on the ice is Luca Macchi, even though he's wearing a jersey that says Campa on the back.
Correct.
We will correct that. We will figure that out for the third period coming right up next. I also wanted to say I had a conversation with Nolan Steele during the second intermission. He told me he did tip that shot by Burke past the goaltender. So there we go. It is indeed Nolan Steele who has Minnesota on top here, 3-2 in this third period.
Players never lie about who touched the puck last.
They never, ever lie. As a former player myself, I can attest to that. If I get credited with the goal, of course I'll be honest. If they want to take it away from me, never would I lie to keep that. I'm kidding. We're kidding. We're back underway here at West Edmonton Mall. It's Lee who sends it up the near side boards, and now bringing it out to center. Here come the Selects. It's Fox down the left side. Fox pass it in front, and it deflects over the stick of Brody Trost.
Someone's mouth guard at center or at the hash marks.
Yeah, and now here comes Minnesota. They chip it forward out to Stinson. Stinson backhands it, and now here comes Gabriel. Gabriel fires on a glove save made there by Owen Ryan. That one didn't miss by much. And now the puck deflects out of play, as yes indeed, we see that mouth guard, and the player goes back to get it. That is Life Campa.
No, that is Luca Macchi.
No, that's Life Campa. That's the smaller one.
Okay. As you can tell, sometimes when those name bars are wrong, it wreaks havoc with us.
Absolutely. Face-off won by the Selects in the offensive zone. That D-to-D pass does not go, though, and here comes Minnesota. It's Moulton down the right side. Drops it, now gets the puck back. Moulton in front. Karams off a skate and out of danger. Now down the right side, here comes Scott with the puck. Scott, toe drags, deflected on goal, and the save made there by Ryan. Now Minnesota with the puck. They backhanded forward. Not past Dan, but now Moulton picks it up and gets it into the offensive zone. Dan back on it for the Selects. Dan backhands it up the far side, deflects to Duncan. Duncan over to the middle for Zhang. Zhang has it fall off his stick, and now on it for Minnesota is Moulton. Moulton down the right side. Moulton cutting it on goal. Moulton had the puck skitter away from him at the last moment with the goaltender Young down and out.
Almost had the Bobby Orr goal where you're flying through the air.
Almost what it looked like down there. And now Minnesota still with the puck in the offensive zone. That pass goes off a skate. And now the Selects will take control at center ice. It's Scott on it. Scott backhands it over for Duncan, who has a goal in this game, but he has it knocked away from him. Now here comes Schmidt down the right. Schmidt cuts to the center, now passes it over, and it just deflects away there from Magner.
Allows him to get off the ice.
Now in front, here's a chance, and it just deflected away. That is Camp out there. And now it's the Select out at center ice. That one deflected away from Lee, battling with Nash, and now it's Magner with it.
So it's the two 16s who are defense partners, Camp and Matchy.
Now here comes the Select back the other way. It's Lee down the left side, chips it forward. Now Minnesota takes over, and with the puck down the right side comes Nash. Nash slows up and fires a shot that deflects off a stick and out of play.
Souvenir. Nearly a souvenir for someone in Forever 21. Reminder, we are playing on the ice sheet right in the middle of West Edmonton Mall.
Something you don't see every day.
No. It almost reminds me of another thing in Connecticut, which is
the old Hartford
the
barn.
old Hartford barn, yeah.
Steele tried a shot off that face-off for Minnesota, but it was the Select that came away with it. And now it's Gabriel on the right side. Gabriel crosses the blue line, being hassled there, but now hauled down to the ice. No call against Minnesota. Minnesota on the puck. That's Steele with it, but that pass is picked off by Drost. Now Minnesota finds it again. Fox takes over, sends it in front. Here's a chance. A shot sent just wide by Gabriel. Oh, all sorts of room for him to maneuver, and he missed the net.
They had two players right in front. Almost wonder if Gabriel should have given that up to his winger.
Now it's Steele with it for Minnesota. Steele's pass is picked off, but now Trost carries it across the line. Fox on it from his knees, tried to get a shot off and couldn't. Minnesota tries to clear. Fox from his backside tries to play the puck. Now it's ripped around the far side. Minnesota clears the zone. They might have numbers. Here they come into the offensive end. Pass over towards Dean, reaches them, and a save made there by Jones. Puck still loose below the goal line, and the Selects will try to clear. It's rimmed over the far side, and Fox is after it. Fox finds it, passes it over to Gabriel. Here comes Gabriel down the left side. Gabriel with it, up top. Here's a chance, and unable to pull the trigger there was Stephen Belvey.
Great play from Joey Stewart to put body to man so he couldn't get that shot away as easily.
Now Gabriel crosses the blue line and fires a shot that sails wide. Minnesota on it, they chop it forward. And on it there for Minnesota is Joey Stewart. Passes it over to Moulton. Moulton drops it. Nobody there for Minnesota, and the Selects get it out to center ice. Now on it for the Selects is Braden Lee. Up ahead for Scott. Finds Zhang. Back to Scott. And stealing it away from Minnesota is Moulton. Into the middle. Stewart had it knocked off his stick. And here come the Selects. Schmidt takes it away from Minnesota. Gets it back to Machi. And now Machi gets it back. Machi pokes it forward. And now gets it ahead to the direction of Stewart. No icing on the play. Goes on the offensive zone. Moulton in front. Deflected just wide there by Schmidt. Now here come the Selects. They can't clear. A turnover. Magner after the puck in the far corner. Magner with it down low. Magner tries a wraparound. Stopped there by Young.
I thought he was going to go for the Michigan.
Maybe. We'll see it maybe at some point in this tournament. Magner again. A chance. A shot. A save there by Young. Now it's Schmidt on the near side. Up top for Staus. Staus' long shot goes wide. Off the carom. Magner gets it up high. A bullet there of a shot by Nash is stopped by Young. Selects get it out, but not by much. Staus sends it right back in. Now the Selects send it all the way down the ice, and that will be an icing call against the Selects. So a face-off upcoming for the Blades and their attacking end with 8:51 to play in regulation time.
Aiden Jones certainly looks like they're prepared and locked in off that bullet of a shot, just making sure to use that trapper. Even though they didn't close the hand on the puck, get it up and over the top bar of the post.
And now here come the Select center ice. It's Lee down the right. Lee passed it toward Yang. Also there was Forbes, but now Minnesota takes it away. And here comes Minnesota down the far side. After it there is Nash. Colton Nash making moves in front. Oh, and just out of the reach of Magner. Close call there. Now sending it all the way down the ice is the Selects. It will be just hard enough for icing with 8:21 to play in regulation time. Face-off upcoming inside the Select zone.
Sometimes that's all you can do when you're facing pressure is just make sure it gets all the way down, give you that little bit of a breather. And it looks like we got a little bit of a huddle going on at the Minnesota bench between the forwards.
Bit of a late change.
And they are technically the away team, I believe.
William Stinson off the face-off. Now in front, here's a chance, and that one just goes between the legs of Landon Burke. And the Selects send it all the way down the ice, just wide. That will be another icing against them with 8:11 to play in this third period. Minnesota still leading by 1.
Does slow the game down a little bit with all the icings, but you know, getting your extra time and just seeing the sights of Urban Outfitters and right side of the body shop.
Volcom, absolutely. Face-off won by the Selects in their defensive zone. It's rimmed up the near side, out of the reach of their winger, but it comes out to center ice. Walter goes D-to-D with that pass over to Campa. Pardon me, that's Machi. Turns it over, and here come the Selects. Oh, they're just offside, as that was Gabriel who stepped in just a little bit ahead of the puck.
Yeah, trying to get this game tied back up. Just under 8 minutes left to get that done.
Gabriel very upset. He does not like that call, but he was just a little bit offside. Close call there for number 15 in red. Face-off won by the Select. They send it over for Trost. Trost backhand pass, not hard enough, but now Fox on it. Fox down the right side, muscling his way past the defense. Fox with it. Fox passes it in front, and unable to receive it cleanly was Trost. Now it's Gabriel after it. Backhands it toward Fox. Kept into the point there by O'Rourke. O'Rourke unwinds, a shot, and it's kick save there by Ryan. Another drive, a deflection, and Ryan makes the stop off Fox. Fox has it down low. Fox has Trost out in front. Taken away by Minnesota, unable to clear. O'Rourke with a blast. Oh no, it caught a player up high, and now that takes away a breakaway for Schmidt. Oh, Minnesota doesn't like that call. Stewart is laboring on the ice. Back to his feet, and Schmidt would have had a breakaway if play were to continue.
And the health of our players is the most important part. Really smart that they blow that play dead.
Yep. Minnesota's coaches are not happy.
Yeah. Or the Selects. It's tough. I don't know when you. If you're an official, it's gotta be the health and safety of the players first.
Zhang loses the draw at center ice. Minnesota in control of it. Hand down low at Schneider, who gets it up ahead. And now after to Stinson, who pokes it forward. Stinson down the left side. Backhands it up top, where it's received there by Nash. Now it's taken over by the Selects. They get it over to the near side, and it's Easton Scott on it. Scott down the left side. Scott being hassled from behind there by Nash. Scott down low, still in control. Scott cuts out in front. Oh, there's a chance for Duncan, and he just directs it wide. Duncan on it down low with the puck. Oh, he's checked from behind, and there's going to be a penalty called against Minnesota. That's going to be Brock Staus heading to the box as Duncan is on all fours.
Yeah, not a good hit. It's certainly opens the door here for the Selects.
6:34 to play here in regulation time. The Selects are about to go to a 5-on-4 man advantage. Oh my goodness, what a chance here for them to draw this game even.
It's of the 2-minute variety. We do have a 2 and a 4-minute penalty for boarding in Alberta.
Face-off won by Minnesota. They'll try to clear. They can't. Kept in by O'Rourke. Here's Lee at the point. Lee deflected just high there by Trost. Oh, that was a set play, and it just went over the net.
That's the high slot play that every power play is looking for in the modern hockey game.
Kept in by Lee at the point. Lee sends it back down low for Trost. Trost backhands it for Gabriel. Gabriel with the puck below the goal line. Hands it off for Fox. Fox loses control. And now Minnesota slams it down the ice. That was Jace Magner who got it down low into Select's territory. Sent up for Fox. Fox leaves it for Gabriel. Gabriel over to the far side, taken there by Brody Trost. Trost up high for O'Rourke. O'Rourke for Lee. It's Braden Lee through traffic, and it's kicked wide by Schneider. He's limping. Now it's Gabriel. That pass deflects up high for Lee. Back for Gabriel. Gabriel down low, spins away from a checker. Gabriel in front, picked off there by Minnesota. They send it to the line. Not in, not out. Kept down by Lee. Now it's Gabriel again. Gabriel with the puck over to the far side, taken there by Fox. And in the middle, Gabriel scores! Silas Gabriel ties it up at 3 with 5:17 to go in the third period.
Using that yellow tape to great effect, managing to tip that home. And we do have a little bit of protest here coming from Minnesota, saying that Ryan was unable to push across due to the player in front. But we do not have video review here.
No, it looks like the goal will stand. 5:17 to go in the third period. It's a 3-3 hockey game. Gabriel ties it up for the Western Selects. Face-off won by the Selects. Dan has it. Gets it ahead for Lee. Bounced off his skate. Forbes was caught offside, and they touched the puck, so the face-off will be in the neutral zone with 5:10 to play in regulation time.
Second game in a row that's tight heading into the final minutes. The quality of hockey we've seen played is incredible thus far.
Here at the 33rd Annual Brick Invitational Tournament. Glad to have you with us on ASTV. Long shot there, deflected wide. And now it's taken there by Nolan Steele. Up ahead for Moulton. Picked off, though, by Dan. Dan down the left side dumps it in. After it there for Minnesota is Matchy. Hands it off for Brock Stouse. And now up through the middle, it's Steele. Steele down the left side. Cuts past the defenseman. Now hands it off for Moulton. Moulton back for Steele. Knocked off his stick by Yang. Gets it out to center ice. Now it's Dan for the Selects. Dan with the puck. Henry Dan cuts wide to the left. Dan below the goal line. Dan still with the puck. Up top. Taken there by Zhang. Zhang's shot deflects off a stick, and it stays in play. The Selects in control of it down low. Now it's taken over by Minnesota. They rim it around to the far side where Zhang takes over. Now it's Scott who chops it down low. Duncan gives chase. Minnesota after it now. They try to clear it, and they do. It's Nash on it at center. Ahead to Stewart. Stewart down the left side. Stewart being hassled down low. In front, deflects off a skate. Taken over by the Select, and now on it is Dan. Backhands it over for Duncan. Duncan down the left side, in front, and that one's kicked aside by the goaltender. Now on it for Minnesota is Nash. Through the middle, it's taken by Stinson. Stinson has Wagner. Stinson on the puck, backhands it into the middle, deflected away by a skate of a Selects player. Now Wagner in front. Taken away by the Select, and here they come as it's Duncan down the left side. Duncan with it across the blue line to the left circle. In front, here's a chance. Scott couldn't get it on net. Comes up high, kept in by the Select. Now sent into the high slot. Scott spins, fires, and that one's blocked en route by Minnesota. Now that pass out of the reach of Nash. Foot race for the puck inside the Select zone is won by the Select's Silas Gabriel. Gabriel has Trost with him. Gabriel making moves. Now it comes over to Trost. Back to Gabriel down low. Gabriel spins, and coming in to help out is Trost. Gabriel has it. Gets it up top for Lee. Lee's long shot deflected there by Fox, and then blocked by Minnesota. Now Minnesota back on it in their own end. 2:30 to play in regulation. It's Moulton down the right side. Moulton with the puck. Has it knocked off his stick, and here's Gabriel. Gabriel has Trost. That pass missed him. Goes all the way into Minnesota territory. No icing as Matchy's back on it. Matchy met there by Trost. And now Fox chops it over for Trost. Trost up high. That pass picked off. And Minnesota brings it up to center ice. Here's Moulton into the zone. Backed up there by Schmidt. Long shot there. Kicked aside by the goaltender Jones.
That was tipped by Moulton on the way to the net.
Now here's Gabriel on the puck. Gabriel across the line, down the left side. Gabriel slowly into the middle. That pass was out of the reach of Trost. And now Minnesota's getting it called for a penalty. Trost was hacked from behind as he drove toward the net. Fell to the ice, and with 1:46 to play in regulation time, it's the Selects heading up by a player.
And I believe that is going to be Madshi heading to the box for the slash. The taller of the two defensemen. And we are going to see a timeout called by Minnesota.
Not surprising, as they led 3-2 in this game. Now it's 3-3. And they don't want to go down 4-3 with only 1:46 remaining in this regulation time. All of it set to potentially be on the power play for the Selects.
Yeah, and it's again an unnecessary penalty. Puck's already gone off the pads of the goaltender. You should be focused on your retrieval instead of taking a hack. But it's tough. You got to remember, these are young players. They're still developing as young athletes. They've still got lots of development ahead of them too, but it's not just developing the physical skills, it's also developing that mental part of the game.
Selects fans cheering on their players. Minnesota fans on the edge of their collective seat. 1:46 remaining in the third period. And Minnesota out shooting the Selects 24-17. Now outmanned 5-4 on the ice. We'll see what happens here. Face-off won by the Selects. Comes up top for O'Rourke. O'Rourke has Lee to his left. Finds him. Here's Lee with the puck. Sends it down low. Taken there by Gabriel. In front. Fox tried to bunt it in. Couldn't quite find it. Minnesota can't clear. Kept in. Long shot. They score! O'Rourke gets it in from the point. Deflected en route. Past Ryan. And with 1:26 to go in regulation time, it's the Selects on top.
Switch the third star. Switch the third star to that goal scorer.
Gotta switch the third star to that goal scorer absolutely all day long. It's Cade O'Rourke through traffic. Gets it past the goaltender Owen Ryan. 4-3, 86 seconds to go in regulation time.
I apologize, folks. I do have to do the 3-star selection.
Yeah, we heard it. We gotta change the third star with the Selects on top, 4-3 now. Absolutely, you are right, Conrad. Now O'Rourke gets it all the way down the ice. That one's gonna go on goal. Goaltender out to play it before heading out to the Minnesota bench for the extra attacker. Now O'Rourke all the way down the ice, just missed. And they're going to call that icing. Fox was going to get there first. Might have been able to send it into the vacant cage, but nevertheless, the faceoff will be in Minnesota's attacking end with 56.6 seconds to go in regulation time.
For sure, and remember, it is true no-touch icing, not the modified that we use in the NHL. And we are going to see a Selects timeout here.
Absolutely.
Give them a couple extra seconds of rest on those legs. Draw up your face-off play.
Shots favoring Minnesota in this one, 24-19. But they're trailing 4-3 here with less than a minute remaining in regulation time. 10 seconds to go in the timeout, and we'll see what happens here. It'll likely be a 6-on-5 when the puck drops to the next face-off, with Jones, the lone goaltender, on the ice service here at West Edmonton Mall.
And Jones has been standing on their head. Couple 10-bell saves, certainly.
Absolutely. And we're happy to be bringing you the Brick Invitational Tournament, the 33rd annual edition here on ASTV, where it's the Selects leading the Minnesota Blades 4-3 with 56.6 seconds remaining in regulation time. Face off to the right of the Selects goaltender, Aiden Jones. Lining up to take it, it's Fox for the Selects. And it's won by Minnesota. Over to the far side, or the near side, sent toward the goal. Jones covers up and some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Looks like cooler heads will prevail here with now 48.6 on the clock.
Yeah, definitely gonna be some hot-blooded young men down on the ice right now. You lead until the third. It comes to the tie game, and the game-winning goal as it stands right now in the last 2 minutes. Gotta push.
Selects have it on the near side. That's Gabriel. Gabriel gets it out to center. Staus takes control, hands it off. Here's a chance. A long shot, seen all the way and gloved by Aiden Jones.
Jones making sure that puck stayed in, using their mask.
Yeah,
That's unorthodox.
absolutely.
I guess you got to keep your eyes on the puck.
Absolutely. Face-off upcoming. It's going to be Fox again for the Select, looking to defend this 1-goal lead. He wins the draw. Now Lee gets it up in the direction of Trost. Trost has it, sends it down. It's knocked down by Minnesota. Now it's Moulton. 22 seconds on the clock. Moulton with a shot from distance goes wide. Off the carom. Stewart sends it down low. Lee's there first for the Select. Trost there as well. Helped out. Now a long shot by O'Rourke. Goes in! Kate O'Rourke has 2. And with 7 seconds to go in regulation time, it's the Selects on top, 5-3.
That's a way to seal it. Get the game winner earlier on, and now seal it with your second of the tournament.
And the Selects fans are elated down there in the far corner as they lead by 2 with 7 seconds to go. Center ice face-off won by Minnesota, but time will run out as that is the final score. The players pour over the bench for the Selects. They win 5-3.
I don't love that.
What
We just
happened?
saw a puck fired after the buzzer towards the net, but the Selects take their victory in a close game, hard fought from both sides.
Well, as mentioned, it's the Selects taking a 5-3 decision over the Minnesota Blades here in this game at the 33rd annual Brick Invitational Tournament. Mike Gould here with you alongside Conrad Krauser on ASTV, bringing you this one. 3-star selections coming up momentarily.
Yep. Well, actually, you know what? I can tell you who they were because I made the decision.
Fine, you go for it.
3rd star, you're going to get number 8, or no, that's going to be number
We
20,
changed it. It's going to
number
be
24.
Kate O'Rourke.
Kate
2
O'Rourke,
goals.
2 goals. Number 74, Aiden Jones is your 2nd star. And your 1st star is number 11, Owen Moulton. Opened the score in the game and really drove play for Minnesota. But I have to get down for some interviews.
Absolutely.
So I'll be back to you a little bit later, Mike.
Well, we've been glad to have you with us here on ASTV. Mike Gould along with Conrad Krauser. That's it for our play-by-play segment of this broadcast. We'll have more post-game to come for you here live, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us and have an excellent rest of your Wednesday. This has been the Brick Invitational Tournament.
Never mind, I had it on mute. So we are here with our post-game interviews with our third star of the game with 2 goals. How did it feel? Because that empty netter was from a long ways away.
Yeah, it felt good, but it was more about my teammates than me. So.
For sure, and obviously it's a come-from-behind victory, so the teammates have all got to feel pretty good to win that first one.
Yeah, that's a good win for us and a good game by Minnesota.
For sure. Congratulations, and I'll let you head down to the locker room. So, Aiden, you had some absolute beautiful saves. See, that gave your team some confidence. What does it have to say to for you to have given your team that boost?
Just make the saves, just boost the team's confidence, have them good go. After like the second period, they were like down a little bit, so made some saves, kept them in the game.
It seems that you and your goaltending partner are pretty close. I saw you celebrating there almost together at the last time out. Are you guys both pretty close?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations on your first win and best luck in the rest of the tournament.
All right, thanks.
And last but certainly not least, Owen Moulton opened the scoring in this game. Owen, obviously not the results you wanted, but your team looked very good, and it was a very close game through the whole game. How did it feel?
We should have played better, and we should have I don't even know. We should have came out from the third period more bigger and stronger.
And it was a very good showing from your team. And what did you see on that opening goal? It was from a sharp angle.
Yeah, I think it was a good goal, but we need to play better as a team, and if we want to win this tournament, we're going to have to play harder.
Chet, join your team. Thank you very much for turning this game, and we'll have another one in about 10 minutes.